five opponents that had all beaten us last year. So we really knew that we had to finish, the second half of the season. But beating Stanford's, obviously a big game. But you can't overhype it too much. You just got to kind of stay pretty even keel and just prepare like we always do and play our game.
Not that it's a huge motivator, but how much do you remember those last 2 times they came to the Coliseum?
Oh, a lot. Yeah, no, I definitely remember them for sure. Just their physicalness and their attitude and the way that they play. So we're for sure going to have to step up.
What is with the uniforms that you and Matt?
Yeah, I think they're new. I think these are the ones. I don't know. They didn't tell us much. I just showed up and it was on my pads. But I'm assuming they're either next year's practice or game. I have no idea.
Do you like them?
Yeah, they're nice. These are actually waterproof. So I was pouring the water bottle on myself all day and it was just beating up and falling off.
Are these practice or game?
I have no idea. Yeah.
And they had the numbers on them.
Yeah, they're like the classic shoulder numbers. I mean, by the time they're wearing them, I'll be an alumni, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Obviously it takes 11 guys on defense to perform well, but it sort of seems like as you've gone, the defense has gone a little bit this year. Can you kind of address that?
Any defense, I think that, it's going to start with the core of your defense, which is right up the middle. If you've got a good nose guard, a middle linebacker, and usually a safety, the easiest place to attack on the defense is going to be right up the middle. So if we're sound up front and in the middle of our defense, and the core of our defense, I think that, we will play better as a unit. That being said, I think, the way our young guys have stepped up, obviously Isaiah Wiley and Nikel Roby, Dion's playing out of his mind. Hayes is playing really well. I think just altogether our team defense is probably the best it's been, really since I've been here.
How much did the bye week and the separation between these games help you when it kind of seemed like maybe you were running on fumes there after the 2 Arizona
before,
games? Before going into Cal, going into Notre Dame. How much did that help you individually?
It's a big deal to sort of take a breather, at a midway point through the season, and not only to, rest physically, but to kind of reflect on what you've done this season, and where you can really, we're at the point now where, we've got 5 more games left and only 15 practices. So your real practice is going to come from these live full-speed games. Whereas, going into the first game of the season, we have 29 practices, then the first game. So, it's just a point to time to kind of clean up the little things and hone in on the details. That's what keeps you winning this late in the season.
When you blitzed more in the Notre Dame game as a group?
I know I did. Yeah, I know I blitzed a lot for sure.
Is that more fun?
Oh, for sure. Anytime you get to go and disrupt or